See, uncovering yourself takes a long while because you don't know you're there to be found. You know, over your life, you're conscious as a child, very small baby. You're totally in line with yourself and totally in line with the world because you didn't have a self. But over time, things get layered up. It's like a bucket getting full with water. Everything becomes hidden, cloudy, lacking clarity. And then that's what you get used to. It's like a cooked frog, and if you've ever heard of a cooked frog, you put it in a pan and it warms, gets used to it, and every 10 minutes you increase its temperature until suddenly the thing's cooked. But that's been your life. That's everyone's life. So that's the whole challenge about deepening consciousness, is that what you're trying to do is you're taking that full bucket of all those lines of pain, all those lines of joy, all those experiences, and putting out a little plug. And slowly, if you work hard, you get to see different bits of you that you actually had just made unconscious. And then you start to integrate. And then you start to uncover yourself and you start to truly see yourself. But guess what? No one wants to see themselves, truly. They like it as it is, but that's an ego. That's a construct. That's a model which works for you, right? That does well. Does it? Does it? Because that's a big deal to actually come to terms with, to actually recognise that you might not be all the things that you possibly could be, that way that you are could be inherently limiting, even worse, harmful. Certainly, that seems to be a common experience, and I think given time, and given enough time, when things aren't working for you, time and time again, that you have no option but to look at this. But guess what? It's difficult. It's nigh on impossible. That's why all the religious practices talk about this in some respect, whether it's a demon, whether it's the ego, something inside which needs to be challenged, something inside which needs to be looked at. And that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because we all know what we should do. We all know that we should do the hard thing, not the easy thing. We all know that we should be here, sitting to our commitments. But no, we go for the easy route. And guess what? There's no such thing as easy. It's just going to be pain delayed, torment delayed, suffering delayed. And when it lands, and it will land, it's so much worse as a result. And I think this is what goes on with men in the modern age. That's why so many of them kill themselves, because they haven't fulfilled in all sorts of ways. They aren't recognised for anything anymore. So why do it? Why serve? Why commit? Why sacrifice? Because that's genuinely where we thrive. That's it. So that disjoint in us, yeah, that's a difficult thing. But don't worry. It's possible to change. It's possible to find that thing inside. It really is. It's possible to actually uncover that person, to dig deep, to see that there's someone that's worthy of love, that you can love yourself, that you can change, that you don't have to be nihilistic and destructive, that you can dissolve one ego for the other, in a continual form of self-development, and then ultimately have a self that you can give away.